right, welcome back to Biashara Tuesday. The hashtag to use is Biashara Tuesday. Leo watu wametune in sana na wanataka shoutouts wote. I will be giving you your shoutouts at the end of the show. On Facebook, Diana Dero watching from Kasarani, and the other guys who are on Twitter wananiambia wana watch live na wanataka kalamu. I think that's what they've seen, the branded Biashara Tuesday pens. But I'll get into that in a short while. I'm here having a conversation on the beauty industry, kutoka makeup, kupambwa nini, kukaa fiti muhimu. When you see me here on air, there's people who've really worked hard to ensure that nakaa fiti. So how's that industry looking like? How can you invest, and what are some of the myths, including bleaching? Yeah, so I think that's a conversation that we can get to look at kidogo briefly, but much more, of course, into the business of beauty and how the industry is looking like. Here, I have two gentlemen with me. I'll allow them to introduce themselves in their own capacity, alafu, and then we hear what they have thoughts on the beauty industry. Karibu sana wazee.
Oh, shukran.
I'll start with Norman. Ambia watu mambo yako yakoaje, how's the beauty industry and what is your position in that role?
Okay, thank you so much for having me. First of all, I'm Norman Midigo. I'm a content creator. I'm a beautician by profession. I'm a beauty trainer and a consultant in the beauty industry. And I'm also a consultant in cosmetic production, including permanent cosmetics and the temporary ones.
All right.
Yes.
Great. But I see you got the memo. And now to the man who didn't get the memo.
Yeah, basically I'm Isaac Mgireki Mtoni. I'm a father and a husband. Yeah, and I'm a beautician. In the beauty industry, I specialize in nail technology and massage.
Yeah. All right. What are your, maybe, let me just start with the motivation, or what brought you into the beauty industry? Is it something that you did and then you realized it's going to be a venture, or did you see it as a venture first and then you decided to get into the industry?
Wow, your story, Joe. I basically didn't know about the beauty industry until I was in it. Ni ile tu umezunguka, life imekugonga, you know, and then you find somebody who mlikuwa mnasoma naye doing the industry, and then akufiti. So I joined the industry. And later I developed passion on it, and that's why I'm here today.
All right.
Yeah.
There are a lot of reasons. Which are yours?
My reason majorly was because I'm very artistic naturally. I'm a very good artist in terms of drawing and visual spatial activities, like creating things. I'm very creative and artistic. So I think that led me to beauty, because at some point I used to see some people with very fancy hair, very good looking makeup, and I felt like that is the adventure for me, because it's not very crowded and it has a lot of money also. So money was one of the things. The second thing was creativity.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good having fun while making money at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
It has a lot of money, so I think this will be my last show. I'm switching on to the beauty business. Don't go to katengeneza pesa.
Yeah.
But yeah, glad to hear you. You mentioned content there, right?
Yeah.
Recently I was having a shave at a barber somewhere, and you know, tulikuwa pale Instagram live, nini reels. Is this become a thing also? How's that playing out for the industry?
Yeah, it's really a thing, because now these days people love what they normally do usually, the thing that you do regularly, like going to the barber shop, everyone wants to look good. So when you capture the moments when you're getting to in the process of looking good, people like seeing that
transformation.
So that transformation, that's the thing, especially for makeup and some nails.
Okay.
Makeup is very, very, very marketable right now, especially the permanent makeup, because sometimes you find like maybe you don't like your physical features, and we are here doing the magic, change you to what you want.
Okay.
You can make you look in a different way permanently or temporarily. Yeah, so that's one of the most interesting things about it.
Permanently or temporarily. We'll be having a look at some of those myths, by the way. And I mentioned there bleaching, which is a conversation that people have, especially when it comes to makeup. But just to hear from him also on content, has that boosted business?
Yeah. And that one answers my question about social media. And everybody is running into social media, because now the business aspect in the beauty industry, I'm in Meru, for an example, and the one who shaves me around Meru can't do something. The only person who can do it is probably in Eldoret. So how will this beautician in the Eldoret place gets in touch to reach with me. It's via Instagram. We are making those reels. We are making those TikTok videos. So ndo hapo ndo nitaona, I think that's the kind of guy who should be shaving me. So it creates the business position in the industry now grow. You understand? Because when I ventured this, I said I didn't know anything about beauty until I was in it. And growing, nilikuwa nashindwa ku sustain myself and a living, and I was still a normal beautician until I entered the social media world, where people are like, I love those nails. Msiako Mombasa, Msiako Eldoret, Msiako Kisumu, you know. So the social media has really impact making those real, having fun while you're doing it, because I know the Bible, somewhere says in the Bible, I'm not so good with it, but I know nasema those people who love what they do, they earn and they are so happy.
Right.
So when I fell in love with the beauty industry, I started making money, bro.
Right. And they also say that if you do something you love, you will never have to work for the rest of your life. Yeah, definitely. That's for sure. Yeah. You're having fun while you're doing it.
Oh, awesome.
Huyu jamaa amesema that there's money, and you've also said, you know, you're having fun while making money at it.
Yeah.
Is there a ready market? Is there ready jobs for people who finish school and get into this business?
Definitely, yes. Like right now, you're in the media industry. I know you understand that the film industry in Kenya is growing. All right, and there are the makeups. Like for an example, you watched the Thriller of Michael Jackson. So people say that is demonic, but that is just
good
makeup. You
really
understand.
Good makeup, yeah.
And now our film industry is growing. People are doing cards. You saw Tilly Brown did a bullet wound, you know, on a music video. Now there are special kind of makeups, the special effects makeup that we find ourselves zina grow. So our film industry wakona gap, because they are not getting those right people to do the special effects makeup. Unapata sisi wote tumezoea the normal, tunapigania tu kwa maharusi. Unapata tuna stock huko, unaona, tunataka maharusi, you get, but
makeup
now
artist kwa harusi.
Yeah, lazima tuko huko. So sote tunakimbia huko, but we are forgetting that there is the industry is growing. We need those people who can do special effect. And I want to thank Vera Beauty and Fashion College, mostly because they offer those short courses. That school is more advanced.
Right.
Like anything new comes in, they grab it. And I understand that becomes the importance of why you should join and benefit from a good school.
Right.
Don't just join a beauty school. Join a school that's updated. You have to get the values, you know.
Right.
The industry is growing.
Norman, how do you choose? Just like you said, how do you choose to go to which beauty school do you pick? I know we're gonna say Vera, of course.
Yeah, obviously.
As you said there, but others. What is it that is with Vera and maybe good schools like that that people can pick when they're choosing? And also, why is it important maybe to learn there rather than to go to a salon and uanze hapo alafu ngoje ujue? Because I'm guessing if I'm in a salon, I will probably take a really long time before I know special effects makeup, right? I will
never know.
Yeah, we all probably will never know. Yeah. So how do you choose also, and why is it important that you go there rather than the other route?
Yeah, I'd choose Vera several times because, first of all, I've taught in very many schools in Nairobi and out of Nairobi, including Johannesburg. And something with Vera is that the only good thing with it is that they pick very professional staff. And they pick people who are very good in and out of the professionalism. Because you see, most schools, they teach people professional. Yeah, they teach professional stuff. But whatever is taught in school is not what happens out there in the market. So you find that with Vera, they take professionals who are good outside there in the market and also with the professional stuff that they do in school. And then another thing that is good with Vera is that they keep following up. In as much as it's a big school, other big schools, they get so busy. When you're done with school, there's no one to follow up on you, to keep trends, keep tabs on whether you're doing good or what, something like that.
Or also a new thing in the industry that you need to keep up.
Sometimes you, as a student, can be done with school and they're out there and then they're having a challenge. There's no one who will be there to follow up. Or if there's someone follows up, it will be like a week later. So, but with Vera, we keep tabs on all our students. In as much as there are many, we have a system of following up on every one of them.
Okay.
So for Vera, they teach professionally, both what happens in school and what happens outside the school.
The practicality aspect.
Yeah, and then we also have advanced courses like the permanent makeup. Because now I can want my eyebrows to look dope 24/7 for like 5 years, 10 years. And then we also have very quality products. For me to have looks that are permanent for several years, I need very quality products. Other schools out there, they will tell you, you will have, they normally win your heart by telling you, we are teaching you this and you'll have made money. It's always about money.
Okay.
But with Vera, it's a bit different. It's not about money, it's about the quality of
the skill.
And the product and the trainers. Yeah, they take care of their trainers really well, and their learners are like their everything.
Okay.
So I'd go for Vera like several times because of how they handle their people.
Those specific reasons that you've mentioned there.
To also add on the same, you find that Vera in Africa, it's really, really recognized. So we find most of the time people from Tanzania, Mozambique, Uganda, best spas asking, can we get students from your school?
Okay.
You understand? That's a ready market.
Right.
So we find that we had to,
borders.
we also had to get away and tell children, you know what, you're becoming a beautician, but now you're or a cosmetologist, but now you're an entrepreneur. You have to get a passport. You really don't have to work around this country. There are places, the good thing that Kenya is blessed with a very good mindset. We are really blessed
for opportunities.
With opportunities. Like when you go to, in Tanzania, you say, oh, Kenya, you're given
Number
first
one.
priority
Right.
from Vera, first priority. So those are the kind of benefits you look at. Follow Instagram and see like how do we follow up with our alumni. All right, follow our Facebook pages like mostly on Wednesdays. We post success stories of our student. That's our way of following up. Are they doing good in the business? What is not happening? What do they need to enhance on? So when you're choosing a school, you have to look at the benefits that you will gain apart from studying, just becoming a makeup artist.
Including after.
Yeah, the entrepreneurial part of it. Are you taught how to make money? Are you taught on how to make sure that you don't overuse products and make money? You get.
Right,
because when you teach me how to just polish and you don't tell me when you use a big amount of polish, then you'll find yourself but yes, you have made money, but you'll go back buying the product instead of making profit.
Okay.
So you find that Vera
covers all this.
has covered. It's just not about you learning the makeup skills, the massage skills. It's about being an entrepreneur.
Okay. All right. There are myths I want us to take a look at. It's 9:50 and we have about 5 minutes. But there's so much to speak about. I'd love to know about the industry as a whole. Let me just maybe pick a few of those very urgent concerns that people have. Let's start with the myth, right? I mentioned there earlier that the bleaching, which I'm just using it as an example, it's not the whole conversation, right? Use of products, stuff like that, allergies, reactions, what kind of business happens in massage, some of those some of those myths that people are used to that you guys would like to debunk for us for the first time here.
There are so many myths that are happening out there. That's why you need to learn this thing professionally from the best trainers. Because before you even go to the myths on the makeup, you need to know some simple things like the health and safety. Is this product healthy for your skin? Is it healthy for consumption by anyone? You also need to know the professional ethics on how to convince their client and show them or tell them that this product is just a myth. This is just a myth. There's nothing about that. And then you need to know about the anatomy of the skin. We're talking about something that is applied on your skin, and your skin is like your everything because it's very sensitive. It's a very sensitive area. So at least when you understand the anatomy of the skin, you know that when I apply this product, it's going to get inside the skin to some particular portion of the layer of the skin, and it's going to stay there. And then either it will react on my skin or it may not react. And if it reacts, what do I do to get rid of it? Yeah, so you really need to go deep, understand the anatomy of the skin, so that you can be able to get rid of these myths, so that you try to be clean. You don't have some hitches in the beauty industry.
That's for sure.
So one of the myths is the most common one is when you apply makeup frequently, you become old, you age faster.
Okay.
Yeah, so some people think, I don't know. That's why I'm saying you need to understand the anatomy. So learn skincare and facial treatments, so that you know that makeup is not applied directly on the skin. There's always a barrier between the makeup and the skin. And those are some cosmetic
things that people need to know. So a lack of information, I think maybe before you go on with the rest of the myths, a lack of information or proper information is one of the reasons there's so much of this myth going around.
Yes.
All right. Is there any other?
Yeah, there's this one that I really need support from the older people. You find that a lady does a blue eyeshadow or gray, then where ule msichana mbaya,
Yeah,
you know.
demon.
Yes, it's demonic, you know. It's not. It's makeup, it's our job. It's technology. It's advancement. Unajua umetupeleka shule tusome, like my parent have paid my fee niende nisome, nikuwe in the modern world. I'm already in the modern world. So to create that makeup and those eyeshadows, it's my job. It's not evil, it's not demonic in any way. So it's ningeomba tu viewers, ukiona kasichana kamepaka makeup blue, yellow, appreciate her.
Ama vile umesema kwa music video, special effects, someone with a bullet wound nini, is like it's shetani hizo.
It's not demonic manze. Hiyo mimi ishe ni job yetu. It's time to move on that
forward. Yeah, right. Maybe finally, I think we are running against time here today heavily. I'd like to hear from each of you. What is it that can be done to improve the industry as it is at the moment? Maybe you can mention a few things you feel are not correct, and a projection into what you think the future looks like for people who want to join the industry as players or just enthusiasts. Yeah, I'll start with you and then we can go that way.
Okay. So first of all, we need to get proper advice to people out there, especially in the social media platforms, because most people take this makeup and all this beauty stuff as demonic. Like me, I remember I posted on Instagram special effect makeup of a slit throat. Someone whose throat has been slit. And then the second comment, the first one was amazing. And then the second comment was, Shetani, how did you know Shetani?
Have you met Shetani?
Have you met Shetani? Yeah, this Shetani, you know it's Shetani because someone did some video and posted it there and told you some good makeup that Shetani anafanyanga hii. So you need people like that to appreciate the art and all that.
Okay.
And then the beauty industry is very bright. Right now it's like in the Kenyan government is one of the most growing sector in the business, and it's providing a lot of revenue for the government because people love cosmetics. You can't go leave your house when you're not looking good. You have to apply some cosmetic, whether it's a moisturizer, a sunproof, or a sunscreen, or even a Remis. Yeah, you have to look good. Even if you don't like the makeup, some lip gloss or some moisturized lips are good. You have to apply your hair, some chemicals, kidogo, tumafuta kidogo shin. Yeah, so people use cosmetics, but they don't realize they're using cosmetics. They need to start appreciating cosmetics. So the awareness should be there.
Right.
The future is very bright, and there's money in this business. So you should think of joining this business. And if personally, I train at Vera Beauty and Fashion College, and I do magic with my job. And so probably if you want to see what I do, or you want to learn more about makeup, beauty generally, facials, manicure, pedicures, hairdressing, beauty, styling, chemical productions, you can always come to Vera Beauty and Fashion College.
All right.
Yep.
Isaac.
For me, beauty industry, it's a lifesaver. In a save life. The other day I got to witness a lady saying how much they are paying in Saudi Arabia. It's 900 something, which is 27,000 Kenya shillings. Now why I'm saying it's a lifesaver is because that lady maybe got a loan of 100,000 shillings to fly to Saudi Arabia and probably die and come back in a casket. While you can, that 100,000 shillings, so when you come to us, at a year unaona, we will say probably you'll take a short course of makeup. We'll take a short course of makeup and do it for 3 months, become perfect, all right? Maybe umelipa kayo 50,000 shillings, then remaining 50,000 shillings just buy your own kit. Walk around, you don't even need to be employed, just walk around na every day unatengeneza dhao yako ya makeup. Utapata kasichana wakapiga eyebrows nini, you understand that is 30,000 shillings. You are not far from your mother, you're not far from your kids, and your life as well. You understand? So for those ladies traveling out there, unalipa 100,000 sijui ndege, mbona tu sikamu learn a short makeup ya nails ama short course ya massage, you understand? Then let us train you on how to make that 30,000 right here in our country, and you are safe. So it will save a lot of lives. So for parents out there, before upeleke msee kazi Kenya iko, it's just that you really need to know how to get to the right school, the right people, and Vera Beauty and Fashion College is always here for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Asante sana Isaac. Thank you guys for having this conversation. We could have more, and I'm hoping in the future to have some more time to sit down and look at more things, including wanaume wataki makeup, wanasema makeup ni ya madem, nini, you know, wanaume wataki kutengeneza nails, wataki kuwa fiti. What's up with you guys? Yeah. Anyway, we'll get to look at that some other time. Asante sana Isaac and Norman for coming through. Biashara Tuesday has been on air since 7 in the morning, and I want to be taking a break. Let me just close it up right about now. It's 9:56 in the morning. Comments that I can't fail to mention. One is Tony Kiprotich, watching from Doha, Qatar. Loving the show, very informative. Tony, from being social media here with us to Doha, Qatar, things must be nice. Connect me to your gods, yeah? Asante sana though for... Now, I hope ujaenda huko kufanya beauty. Juu meskia you can do it at Vera and be safe at home. Other guys who are tuning in, here I see Green President HSC DK... that is Dennis Kimani. I'm tuning in on Twitter. Dennis Kimani Muriuki. Asante sana has been here before as well. That's on Twitter, on Instagram and YouTube. I don't think I'll have time because it's running out, but please keep tuning in to the rest of KUTV Kenya's broadcasting and also primetime news for any other updates that you might miss out. This is KUTV Rise. Today we come to you on Monday and Tuesday. Karen Blessing will be here next week on Monday to give you art and culture, and then I'll be back on Tuesday morning to give you matters of business, the economy, politics, technology, and anything in between. I have been your host, Richard Okenya. Get me on all the social platforms at Richard_Okenya. Let's have that conversation even off air. And as I always say, if you want to have breakfast in bed, sleep in the kitchen. I'll see you.